Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Today I'm gonna be talking about the different type of leathers used inside Nike shoes like Jordans, Air Force Ones, etc. I currently have two projects running right now. I got the Air Jordan 3 as well as the 85 Air Jordan 1s. They have different type of leathers as well as thicknesses in the leathers. Now the first one will be the Air Jordan 3. This one is used with a 2-ounce leather. It's a little bit thicker than normal, but I'm going for more of a comfortable, more thicker inside, if that makes sense. I'm using it for the tongue as well as just a normal base inside liner of the Air Jordan 3. It's a nice red suede. It's a little thicker and a little bit heavier, as I said, than what I normally use. Now I am using the red liner, as you see, the 2-ounce for the main base for the upper, but for the toe and where everything is in the front, I am going with a 1-ounce. As you can see right here, it's just a main base for a black leather. It's super simple. It's nice and soft to the touch, where when your toe goes inside, your foot goes inside, it doesn't, feel discomfortable or anything like that. It's nice and smooth and it's very easy. For the Air Jordan 185s, I'm using a 1-ounce leather. It's super thin. It's a pig suede, which is very thin, very light, and it's more of like a liner if you would think about it, as in normally a liner would be super thin compared to the Air Jordan 3, that would be thick. 2 ounces would be thick for a liner. This is a 1-ounce. It's super thin. You could pretty much rip it if you try to rip it apart just with your bare hands, but it's nice and soft and it's very thin for a nice liner. Now in other shoes that I've made in the past that you see, I normally just rock with the 1-ounce leather. I prefer that most of the time, especially if it's lambskin, something that's very soft, very smooth. But for this one, I'm kind of changing it up with a 2-ounce leather. Some people ask, what type of leathers to use, what type you would recommend, and I recommend lambskin. It's the softest. It's also thin, but it's really nice to the touch. It's pretty much buttery. I got some laying around as well. I haven't used it in a while just because the last one I used it on was the one-piece Air Force Ones. I'm branching out into different leathers that I want to use, that I want to try out, but for right now I'm using the 2-ounce one. Now this is very soft as well. It's not a high quality leather, and that's why I like it, just because it's like a rough suede, and I prefer the feel on the touch. Now shoes like this, as you can see, we still have this just laying around. I need to throw some soles on these, the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 lows. But for this one, this is also a 1-ounce leather, but this is just a main white leather, if that would focus in. There's nothing too fancy about this. It's just pretty much base white leather. It's not as soft, but it's very high quality, so it's nice on the feel, and that's one that I use as well sometimes. But that's that's thinner, but it also isn't so much soft. It's more of like a high quality feel. Now when I talk about a high quality feel compared to soft, now soft is pretty much just buttery. You can't get any better than that. But sometimes when I make shoes, I kind of go for more of a thicker leather just because it feels more high quality, if that makes sense. It kind of feels more structured and it feels more attached to the shoe. It's hard to describe, especially if you haven't worn a pair like that, compared to, you get a normal pair of Jordans from the store. You just get that mesh on the inside and it doesn't feel as high quality compared to like a thick leather that you use for the inside. And also lambskin. Lambskin is still, as I said, my favorite, but if you use more of like the flat leathers on the inside compared to suede, you get that nice luxury feel and it just feels high quality. Now for the Air Jordan 185s, this will be all 1-ounce pig suede purple. That's all just going to be the 1-ounce leather. I'm not going to change anything up on this, but this one I will be changing them up, just to have two different thicknesses as well as a 2-ounce, the 1-ounce. So maybe it will mess up in the lasting part. I don't think so. I think it will be perfectly fine, but I'm very interested to see the material differences. So when you slide your toe in the front, you'll just have the flat leather, but your heel from the middle of the foot to the back of the heel will be this nice suede. So it will be very interesting to see the differences and if the shoe feels different. So the leathers that I use and I prefer in order to use for the liner, I prefer 1-ounce lambskin. After that I use 1-ounce suede or 2-ounce suede, and then after that just any normal leather. That's kind of the ranking that I go to. If you want to use mesh, you can, just some like simple cloth mesh, you could use that as well. I just don't personally like it. I've used it in the past. Sometimes it's a little too stretchy, which I don't really like, so I prefer just normal leather, just real leather, stuff like that. But those are the leathers that I prefer. Comment down below, let me know what type of leathers that you use, or if this helped you out at all. As I said, 1 ounce, 2 ounce leathers would be perfect for the liner. You don't want to go anything heavier than that, and anything lower than that you'll probably rip it. So anything higher than that I don't recommend, just because it'll be too heavy and it won't really bend as well, so then you'll have a lot of creasing on the inside as well, and it just pretty much, I don't think it'll work, especially if you have like a 3-ounce leather liner. It just won't work at all. So don't even try to go over 2 ounces. If, you know, in my preference, I don't recommend that. But you know, 2 ounces, 1 ounces, that's kind of the comfortable zone sitting around here. As I've said 100 times now, lambskin is my favorite. So try that out. If you have, like, you know, a local shop, go try it out, feel it, see how it feels, and you'll definitely feel, you know, the difference in quality compared to just a normal, you know, leather. You also could get the suede like this. Now the suede stuff like this sometimes is super cheap, so you could get a really good deal for that. And especially if they have leathers just laying around that no one wants to buy and you like it, you could get a discount. You also, you know, if it's a little home store, you could ask, hey, you know, I've seen this for a while now, you get it for a discount. Thanks for watching this video. Comment down if you learned something from this. Also, become a member today. It really helps out the channel. You get entered at the end of the month each month for an Air Jordan 1 pattern, so you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. You get cool badges and emojis as well. Also, you get behind the scenes content, very cool stuff, so make sure to check that out. Become a member today. Also, check out the website. I got lots of stuff coming, as well as the merch, so check out the merch. Link down there in the description, as well as all the products that I use. I get lots of questions on what type of stuff I use. Most of it has all the links down below. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel, and have a great day.